Fox Carolina First Alert Meteorologist Bryan Bachman, because we now have two named storms, right?
Yeah, things developed very quickly in the last 24 hours, Haley. We went from at this time yesterday, no named storms anywhere in the Atlantic basin to now two that not only rapidly got their names today, but one is even a hurricane. But I will tell you this before we get to anything else. Neither of these storms are going to be a threat to the United States, so don't believe anything else that you might be hearing that says otherwise. Here's the latest on Tropical Storm Nadine. It developed in the Western Caribbean around this time yesterday. It was designated as a potential tropical cyclone, was named this morning, and now the center has moved pretty well inland. It's going to cut across northern Guatemala here tonight, and as you see, based on the latest forecast track, not much left here to it. It will continue to gradually unravel as it eventually crosses into southeastern Mexico by the overnight hours tonight. The other system, Hurricane Oscar, and this is one that very quickly became a hurricane in just the last 24 hours or so. It's a very small storm here, centered just about 5 miles to the south of Grand Turk Island. It's a Category 1 hurricane with maximum winds at 85 miles per hour. It is on a westerly course at 10 miles per hour, but take a look at the forecast track here. It's expected to continue cutting through the Turks and Caicos Islands for about the next day and a half or so. Gets to the north or eastern end of Cuba, I should say here, by about the early morning hours Monday into midday or so on Monday, weakens to a tropical storm, and then makes a hard right back out into the Atlantic Ocean, arcing it far away from the United States. So while those two storms have rapidly developed out there for us, thankfully, again, neither are going to be an issue for us here in the United States. Back here at home, it's just the opposite. That same high-pressure system we've been tracking for the last several days, you know, the one that brought those unseasonably cold temperatures to us over the past couple of days, it is still hanging out, mostly centered over parts of West Virginia and Kentucky today, but still dominating the weather over the eastern half of the United States. Fortunately now, with it having spent so much time here close to the southeast, the air mass under it is starting to moderate a little bit, so it's been pleasantly warm out there today, and we're going to start to develop more of a south to southwesterly wind flow as it begins to slide just a little bit farther to the east over the next couple of days. So our warming trend is actually poised to continue, but it's not going to get too hot, as you'll see here coming up in a moment. As for future track, we've seen a few high clouds drifting through our skies out there for today. Those will maintain their presence through the early evening hours here tonight, but then as we move beyond about midnight and certainly into tomorrow morning, they dissipate right back out of the picture. Everybody waking up to sunny skies first thing tomorrow morning, and then plentiful sunshine as we go into tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, and even as we advance forward into Monday as well. You'll see that we'll start off the morning with plentiful sunshine. It will be a cool start like it has the past several mornings here, not quite as cold, thankfully, and plenty of sunshine then to look forward to going into Monday. So for tonight, low temp around 43 degrees upstate. Still chilly, yes, but not too far off from where we should be, believe it or not, in this point in October. And other than that, the weather will remain nice and clear with mostly clear skies expected. And still on cruise control for the rest of the week. High staying in the mid to upper 70s Sunday through Thursday. A little bit of a dip, but only back to the low 70s Friday into Saturday, when we might see the small chance for a spotty shower coming in for the first half of next weekend. In the mountains, you got nothing but sunshine through Friday, and your high temperatures in the low to mid 70s through Thursday.
Thanks, Brian.